This next lesson, what I'm basically going to talk about is Newton's second law of motion. So remember, Newton's second law of motion was force is equal to mass times acceleration. A lot of times when it comes to formulas, they can be organized. When there's formulas like this, they can be organized in what we call the box. If you watch my math videos, percents could be organized in this fashion as well. So if we draw this box, it can help us organize our math, and it can help us identify whether we need to multiply or divide in these types of formulas. So force is going to go on the top. The mass will go here on the bottom, and the acceleration will go on the bottom. Now, what this formula basically tells me is this, that force can be found if you multiply the mass times the acceleration. But if I know the force and the mass, if I divide those two, that'll allow me to find the acceleration. And if I know the force and the acceleration, if I divide those, that'll help me find the mass. So on the GD test, you may be given a problem where they may give you the force. So the force is 100 newtons. This dog is giving a force of 100 newtons, and it's setting in motion this 50 kilogram sled. And what we're able to figure out in this problem, what we're able to determine is the acceleration. So you may be asked to figure out the acceleration if you know the force in newtons and the mass in kilograms. Remember, mass has to be in kilograms. So when I draw my model, the 100 newtons goes where the force is, the 50 kilograms goes where the mass is, and what this allows me to figure out is what the acceleration is. So the force acting upon the object, I can actually now, using Newton's second law, determine what the acceleration is of the object. So what this basically tells me is all I got to do is go 100 divided by 50. And on the GD test, you would be given a calculator. And 100 divided by 50, in other words, how many 50s go into 100, would be 2. So the acceleration would be like 2 meters per second squared. And that's described as acceleration. So on the GD test, you may be required to solve a problem involving Newton's second law. And this table would be a good way to do it, to find that you'll be given two parts of Newton's law, and you'll be asked to find a missing part. And it may be the acceleration. And this goes a long way with other formulas as well, but like I said, Newton's may be one that you may see on the GD test.